Alright guys, Christopher Velez, First Feature Jay Malmstrom. So we're going to cover today is a little bit of a grip breaking and some grip fighting concepts in the gi. So today we're going to cover dealing with various collar breaks, okay? So first option here, my partner's going to be gripping over the collar. He's going to be doing the correct thing, gripping over my collarbone, right? We'll talk about what to do if I grip too high or too low a little bit later. But if he's just gripping right over my collarbone, right, he's protected from the wrist lock and the violent arm bar. So I'm going to deal with this grip break. First thing I need to do is I need to make sure that I get a handle on my partner. Otherwise, if I have no handle here, he's going to start ripping me around, pushing me. Okay, so I need to make some kind of handle. So first option here, I'm going to grip onto the same side shoulder right here. Okay? Now, what I'm going to do on the sleeve here is I'm going to be gripping traditionally right just above the elbow, right in the tricep, grabbing this fabric, rolling it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to slide right down to his wrist. I'm going to shove off my partner's forearm. Okay? How I'm doing this is I'm running my thumb right down the seam by his forearm. And I'm rolling this up. Now, anywhere that I pull, the sleeve's going to come with me. Okay? So here, I'm going to squat. I'm going to pull down and away as I lift my hips up and I move myself back. Okay, we're going to be pulling our collar away from our partner's hand as we're pulling our partner's hand away from our collar. So I'm here, I'm in my stance, I'm going to pull, squat, lift, and extend, and at the same time, I'm going to punch this hand away from my partner's shoulder to mess up his base. So all together, it's going to look like this, here. The moment I clear this hand, I have 2-on-1 gripping dominance here. I'm going to stuff his hand down by his hip. Okay, I want to take this hand out of play, and then what I'm going to be doing with my elbow is as my partner's trying to reach over, I'm going to fence high. If he tries to come under, I'm going to fence low. And then from here, now I can start snapping, I can push, I can pull. I have all of my gripping options for all of my techniques. All right? All right, so next option here, we're going to be dealing with someone who has this collar on me. And let's say I've made my attempts here trying to rip this thing away, but his grip is like way too strong. I'm not going to be able to one hand strip this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reach onto my collar right under his pinky knuckle. If you could come up here real close. I'm going to be touching right where his knuckle is, okay? I'm going to grip over that. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to do that same punch on my partner's shoulder, and I'm going to step back and I'm going to rip my collar away from him. Kind of like I'm drawing a bow and arrow here, okay? So I'm here, I'm going to punch, pull, and step. Clearing the grip. Now, the key with this one is I only have one collar grip. My partner only has the sleeve grip. So I have to move into my technique. Okay, so from here, right, we can turn in, come through for our collar Seoinage. We can drop down to the Katagaruma. We have all of our options, but I have to rip the grip and then I have to go. If I rip this grip, my partner still has that hand free. He's able to re-grip me, do whatever, right? I don't really have any kind of fencing mechanics to stop that, all right? All right, so the next gripping break that we're going to do off the collar is going to be a two-handed grip break. We're going to try to put a little bit of a spin on it. So my partner is going to be gripping on the same side right here. What I'm going to do, okay, traditionally you see guys, they say grip the sleeve, roll it into the hand with the meat hook grip, I'm going to squat, I'm going to push and pull away, right? Super awesome grip break, kind of, all right? The problem with this is, number one, my partner's gi might be a little bit too loose. So as I'm doing this movement, I'm not getting any kind of desired grip break off of it, right? So the other problem is as I'm doing this, my partner's hand is able to be kept in the same direction where he can easily start pulling me around. So he starts pulling me, right, I'm here, and I'm getting pulled, right? So rather than dealing with this 2-on-1 grip break using his sleeve, I'm going to use his wrist. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grip it duck style here, right over his wrist. The moment that I come to the wrist, I need to turn this, okay? Now, if my partner tries to start shaking me about, pretty difficult. Yeah, he could push me, but the entire time, his ability to pull, like, give me a good pull, starts to go away because I'm turning his wrist, okay? If I allow my partner's wrist to stay with his thumb up, here he's super strong to pull. Go ahead. Right? Even if we're here, go. Right? As I'm doing this, I'm gonna get my base shaken about in order to be more easy to take down. So if I am gonna do a 2-on-1 grip break, I'm gonna come here, I'm gonna twist the wrist, and then I'm gonna pop it off. As I pop it off, I'm going up and away as I move myself back. Here, and now with the cross grip, working into either our back take or our